Howdy folks, Albert Moore, Blue Jacket Archery here today, and we're going to do a little bit of a recap on our 2022 Mechanical Broadhead Challenge. We did it in bracket system, luck of the draw matches up with another arrow, broadhead luck of the draw. And anyway, I think some of the end results were quite surprising to some people. I know it surprised us, the head that actually ended up being the champion in penetration anyway. Surprised us. We weren't really expecting that head to do that well, but it did. And some of them just virtually sucked in penetration. One head in particular, the Rage Extreme, didn't even open through the cardboard. So that head technically should be disqualified right off the bat. It didn't open. If a mechanical head doesn't open, then it's not doing its job. Why have it? So anyhow, now, before we carry on here, I want to say this. We are not sponsored by anybody. None of these broadhead companies are sponsor us. They don't send us nothing for free. Virtually every single head over the past 3 or 4 years in our tests, I am paying for out of my pocket. So I have no particular paid for loyalties here. All right. Now, what are some of the things that we look at on a mechanical broadhead? There's 3 aspects, or 3 attributes that broadhead has to have. Number 1, it's got to be sharp. Number 2, it's got to penetrate pretty well, as most of them did, except for a handful. The NAPs and the Rages did the worst as far as penetration, keeping in mind that Rage never opened. That's the only reason that head penetrated as good as it did. Had it opened, it would not have done any better than the NAP Kill Zone did, because they're basically pretty much the same design. Now, anyhow, that said, I lost my train of thought here. Give me a second. Anyway, so 3 attributes. Number 1, sharpness. Number 2, penetration. Number 3, it's got to be absolutely brute durable, brute tough, brute strong. That is why the grand finale, we shot him into a cement block. There's nothing on a deer as hard as a cement block. If that head will take a cement block hit and remain completely intact is what we're looking for. We don't expect it to survive it without damage to where it's usable. We're looking for is that head completely intact. That's what we're looking for. So now some of those broadheads in the test maintained all 3 attributes. Some of them maintained 1, some of them maintained 2 attributes. But no good. If they don't maintain all 3 attributes, forget it. Go buy something else. I'm telling you, you have to maintain all 3 attributes to be a good usable tool. Now, secondly, a lot of people are saying, well, blah, blah, that's your opinion, blah, blah. Okay, we'll get to the opinion thing in a minute. Now, some people say, well, it's not fair to test an over the top with an open on contact, blah, 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 vice versa. Listen, styles of heads don't mean anything to us. Nobody's forcing you to buy one particular style over another. We're comparing them all together to let you decide which style is going to fit your needs the best. Is it going to be an open on contact? Is it going to be over the top? So we don't want to hear any jackass comments. Well, you can't. You have to break them down to styles. No, you don't. No, you don't. Nobody's forcing you to buy any particular style. If an over the top is out penetrating your choice of open and contact, then buy the open of top, the over the top type. So that said, there now, let's continue on here, keeping in mind that your choice. The cement block separates the men from the boys, okay? Now, this comes down to $1 to performance value, all right? For example, we're going to go through the 3 heads that failed the cement block test quite miserably. Why? Because they started shedding parts. Over here, this is all that's left, literally all that's left to the Raptor trick. Nothing was left. Nothing. It literally disintegrated. We couldn't find any of the pieces anywhere. It was completely gone. Completely gone. All right. So that one's out. That's not a good $1 to performance value. Next, we had the Grim Reaper. Even though the Grim Reaper did stick into the cement block barely, look at the damage. Look at the damage. Definitely not intact. The tip is gone. The ferrule's completely twisted like a half of a swastika, completely junk. Now, the kill zone, shedded parts, bent like a pretzel, no tip. Yeah, the blades are still there, but so what? It's not intact. Now we come down to the rage. Folks, for the money that they ask for this head and the marketing they put behind it, the marketing is the only reason this head is as popular as it is. It's all marketing, people. This is absolutely the most miserable head I think we've ever tested in our life. I mean, honest to Pete, talk about sucking hind tit. And for 3 years, folks, 3 years, through multiple types of media, for 3 years, nobody else out there in the broadhead world and the archery world has given this head more of an opportunity to show its stuff, more of a chance than we have. 3 years of constantly doing this, and every single time, every single test, this broadhead comes up sucking hind tit. I mean, it's just absolutely a miserable piece of junk. Now, did it do any better than this one? No, this one's pretty bad shape too. The Grim Reaper's pretty bad shape too. And of course, the Raptor trick wasn't even there at all. I get that. But those other 3 heads are not marketed as heavily as this one is, and perform this miserably day in and day out. Not only is it not sharp, it doesn't penetrate with a dang once and if it opens. And B, you put it through anything harder, especially a cement block, it doesn't survive. Now compare that, people, to the 3 that did survive. Cement block, same arrow, same bow, same everything. Yes, these heads are damaged beyond reuse, but they're all intact. They're all intact. That's what you want. All right, they're all intact. Now people say, well, that's just your personal opinion. Oh, really? Really? Did my personal opinion make these heads disintegrate? Did my personal opinion make these heads hold together? No. No. I don't know what else to tell you, people. The people that still flock to this head, the Rage, I truly don't get it. I truly do not get it. Time and time again, we have shown and proven irrefutable proof that this head is a piece of crap, along with some others on the market. On the other hand, the Wasp, the B3s, all stayed intact. Yeah, some of them didn't win their penetration test, but if you go back and look at the figures, they didn't lose by that much. So you have to pick a broadhead with the 3 attributes. Good penetration, which all 3 of these did, more than good, all right? And sharpness, which these are probably the 2 sharpest mechanicals I've ever touched. And B, durability, which they've more than proven themselves right here for durability. More than proven themselves. So, anyhow, I don't know what else to tell folks. And people say, well, you just hate Rage. Well, yeah. Show me, after looking at this and looking at that kill zone, why shouldn't I hate those 2 heads? Why shouldn't I? What redeemable characteristic of these 2 heads compared to these 3 here is there to make me not hate these heads? Especially when they're being marketed the heaviest. And listen, all these heads are $50 a pack, roughly. Some a little cheaper, some a little bit more, but they're an average of $50 a pack. So you tell me, what is the best dollar to performance value here? Go ahead, tell me. I challenge anybody out there to justify buying either one of these 2 heads after you've seen this. Can't be done. We have 3 years, irrefutable proof, irrefutable evidence of what heads are holding together and which ones aren't. And but still, people still try to defend those heads, and I just don't get it. People, you have to understand something. A broadhead, all these broadheads are nothing more than tools to hunt with. These are nothing more than tools to harvest your game with. That's it, tools, that's it. Listen, I'm sure not going to go pick a garden hoe to chop a tree down with. Wrong tool for the job. And I'm sure not going to take a chainsaw to dig potatoes with. Wrong tool for the job. Wrong tool for the job, folks. Wrong tool for the job. Wrong tool for the job. All right? Wrong tool for the job. The correct tool for the job. Now, those that know us know, we could very easily, if here at Blue Jacket Archery, if we were concerned about making money, instead of carrying good stellar products, we could easily bring in these two heads and just make massive amounts of profit. Massive amounts. But we don't do that. We actually care what we sell our customers. That's why on our racks, you see mostly the three heads I showed you, Wasp, G5. We haven't had a chance to try some other heads yet, but there's some other good durable heads out there. We just haven't had a chance to try them yet. But anyhow, but for the moment, Wasp and G5, all of our products from our sights, our releases, our rests, our broadheads, our bows, whatever, we carry product that is the best dollar to performance value that you can get. We don't sell crap just to make money like some of the other shops do. We don't do that. We have a little bit of ethics about what we're doing. So, that said, think about it, folks. Think about what you're buying. Don't get caught up into the marketing and just because your buddies use them. I don't care what celebrities use these heads. I don't care. Whoa, so-and-so uses the Rage, it has to be a good head. No, so-and-so is being paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to shoot that head. Take the money out of the equation. I guarantee you some other company comes down the road and offers them more money, they're going to be shooting it instead, regardless of how it performs. So I don't want to hear, oh, so-and-so shoots, it's got to be a good head. No, no, no. No, no, no. Unlike us, they're being paid. They're being paid to shoot that head and promote it. That's why we don't take sponsors or take money or freebies or whatever to do this. We believe in what we're doing. Now I want you, like here again, show me. I want anybody out there to show me irrefutable reasoning why you would not purchase these compared to these. Go ahead, justify it. Go ahead, try it. Go ahead and try it. Anyway, that's it for the day. Stay tuned here. In the next few weeks, we are going to do a similar test with fixed blade broadheads. It'll be a bracket style test. However, we're not going to draw out of the hat to see what head matches up against whatever head. We have 8 heads. We're going to shoot all 8 heads into a medium. That'll be a surprise. Then we're going to pick the best 4 out of that 8, and they'll continue on. And then we'll pick the best 2 out of those 4. They'll continue on, and then obviously the grand finale will be the cement block again. To test and prove durability. However, we're going to try and get all those videos in 2 posts rather than 4 or 5 or 6 posts. We're going to try and get them all into 2 posts. So anyway, that said, I'm Albert Moore of Blue Jacket Archery. Remember to visit our new web store, www.bluejacketarchery.com, and don't forget to share us and like us on Facebook. And until next time, folks, come on down to that little cabin in the valley and see. Come down to that little cabin in the valley and see what hunters shoot. Until next time, folks, have a great day. Thank you.